I think Quinnen Williams is going to be gone a lot sooner than later. And Quinnen Williams hasn't shown me as a fan what he is getting paid on the field. He is not showing up to the field. I know he's getting double and triple team, but we've seen Jones do that. Chris Jones has been pushed around and being double teamed. He's getting to the quarterback. There's no excuse for Quinnen Williams. And as far as Garrett Wilson has been a prima donna since he's come to this team. He's had 2 good seasons, back-to-back years, and even this year with Aaron Rodgers. He was bitching and moaning. Him and Aaron Rodgers were fighting on the field in the locker room and during the preseason games we saw him. And now he's sitting here and saying that without Aaron Rodgers, they can't win. That's a bunch of bull crap, okay? Go out there and earn your money. You want a big-time contract? You want to be one of the highest-paid wide receivers? Go out there and give the Jets 1,500 yards. You had a chance to do that this year, even with Devontae Adams there, and you still couldn't do that. And that's a bunch of crap. And Garrett Wilson's got to shut his mouth. Do I think he's going to be gone? I think Garrett Wilson is gone. Garrett Wilson is gone. I think Quinnen Williams is going to be gone. And whoever opens their mouth, anything that you hear, Joba, in the next year, I see those guys being gone.
I just think you have to blow it up right now. Like, if you're going to get rid of all those guys.
It's not really a blow up. They have enough young guys.
If you're going to trade all those guys, why not get draft capital now?
Because right now, this draft is not the class that you want to just trade those pieces away.
If you get some offensive linemen and some defensive linemen, it's a good offensive lineman.
Yeah, but this is not.
They don't need defensive linemen.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think they need.
But if they're getting rid of Quinnen Williams, like you said, why wouldn't you go get another defensive lineman to replace him?
Because right now, I think the best defensive lineman is probably going 1 or 2. So
yeah, but. Here's the deal. If you give Aaron Glenn, if you're saying there's nothing to blow up, they don't have a quarterback still. You're getting rid of all these players that
we don't know
have bad attitudes. I don't think Benjamin's going to be anything.
Jordan Travis,
sorry. Yeah.
Well, how do you know that? How do you know that? This kid,
he's coming off a major surgery.
That's fine. He's been out of the game for a year and a half, and he's been getting stronger. Everything that I've heard about him is he's throwing the ball really, really well. He's moving inside and out of the pocket. We've seen quarterbacks come back from this. Dak Prescott snapped his leg in half. He came back and he was an MVP candidate. To say that Jordan Travis can't do that, this guy was up for a high. He was going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate before he went down the way he did. So to say that Jordan Travis can't do it, it depends on the coach.
I don't know if I would bank on that.
I'm not telling you to bank. Again,
no, they'll bring in multiple.
First of all, and I'm going to go back. I'm not banking on anything. You can't bank on any quarterback. You're going to bank on Shedeur Sanders? I'm not going to bank on him after what I've heard about him. Are you going to bank on Cam Ward? No, I'm not going to bank on him. I mean, Jalen Hurts. We've heard that. Remember that? When he came into the league, he was a second-round draft pick. People were like, oh, my God. They had a quarterback. They had Carson Wentz there. He was a top 3 pick. And everybody says, why did they draft him there? Oh, well, maybe because they saw something in Jalen Hurts. Maybe other people didn't see. And look, Jalen Hurts was a Super Bowl champion when everybody thought he was a one-dimensional quarterback. To say that, oh, you're not going to bank, nobody's banking on it. But nobody's going to sit here and say, Jordan Travis can't be the guy. He's never got a chance. Give the kid a chance and see what he can do.
If he's a guy, it's because he has the same skill as Jalen Hurts, and that's leadership. That's the skill that makes Jalen Hurts great. It's an intangible, right? There's no way to truly measure that. But when you see him with his teammates and you see them play together, it's not like certain teams where it doesn't feel like guys are picking people up off the floor. It doesn't seem like that they're all in it together. Jalen Hurts has this team on the same page with him. You could say that's Sirianni. Maybe it is in part Sirianni, but it always starts and ends with the quarterback as far as how that works because the coach can't play on the field, right? So I have some stats for you. Maybe Jordan Travis is that guy, but they're going to need it because Aaron Rodgers was terrible this year. And here's the stats to tell you that he was terrible.
Athlete.
100%. 100%. But here's the stats. So Rich Cimini puts this out on Twitter earlier today, and I saved it because I thought this was going to come up. QBR, Aaron Rodgers ranked 25th in the NFL. Completion percentage, 30th in the NFL. Third last out of starters. Completion over expected, 34th, worse than a couple of backups. Yards per attempt, which is a very important stat, 28th, meaning he doesn't push the ball downfield because he's old. TD to INT ratio, where he was always the best in the league, middle of the pack at 14th. That was his best stat of this bunch. And off-target percentage, which was never his thing, 24th, and they were 5-12. That's a losing quarterback. He's done. He should retire. But he was one of the greatest of all time. We said it, pound for pound, he's a top 5 guy. He is.
I still think he is, yes.
Undeniable what he did in Green Bay. He didn't win more. Maybe the leadership the last bunch of years, is a little weird ever since he started drinking that tea over in the darkness over there in the desert, man.
Stop it.
Having a grand old time, man.
What did the darkness smell like, fish?
You know what? If he ever goes back to the darkness, I would love to go with him and try this tea, whatever the hell he's doing over there. But
Errol, I don't think the world can handle you on ayahuasca.
That would be interesting. I mean, you could record it. I mean, I'd probably be dancing on my head or something.
Great content, I'm sure.
Content. I mean, we'd be an all-time great. I mean, I'd be dancing on my head. I'd probably take my head off my body.